Greetings from Scouse Farm. Just finished filming another video and I want to walk you through, because I didn't realise the crocus were this far away, the ones I wanted to show you. So there was no way I was going to walk for another 5 minutes just talking. So this part of Sefton Park is near the tennis courts, and it's early in the morning, or relatively early for me anyway. You can see some people enjoying themselves there, having a game of tennis, and loads of kids playing on the playground behind. So even though it started raining again, just started spitting again, it hasn't deterred those who want to play and get a little bit of exercise in. And there's loads of people running and exercising in the park. So this is what I want to show you now. I'll walk you down to the war memorial at the bottom, the obelisk, and I don't know anything about the dates or anything, but it'll probably have a plaque on it, so we can read up on that when we get there. But here's the sign of spring. Lots of different colour crocus all across the side here. I'll give you a little close-up, muddy as it is. Beautiful flowers. I love seeing these pop back up every year. So in my garden they start poking through in January, but they don't open till about now, which is what's happening here as well. And I've just met a fella who gave me a few little tips last time I was here, where he was saying, like, have a look over there, have a look, and show me a few different parts of the park that I didn't know about. And he's given me a few ideas for videos, and that's Bill. And Bill, funnily enough, is he says, how do you do YouTube videos and what's the process of getting the channel set up? So that was one of the reasons I did that video, or the two videos that said, how do people make money on YouTube? I think that's what the title was. And I want people to set up channels. So whatever it is, whatever hobby you have, just set yourself a little goal and go, right, I'll do one video, I'll upload it, I'll see how it goes. And then if you like doing it, just stick with it. Cost you nothing. You're already set up as a channel by being subscribed to someone else's channel, so it'll allow you to set your own channel up and then upload your own videos. And I just use a phone. I've got no microphone, nothing. I just use the phone that I've got. And yes, it is a hindrance sometimes when it's very windy, which it often is in Liverpool, but I'm not paying like £200-300 to get a professional mic to reduce wind noise, because it's a hobby at the end of the day, and it's not gonna make you a lot of money unless you get a lot of views. So if I was making a lot, I'd maybe buy something, but I'm very happy to do it just with the phone at the moment. And also, when you've just got your phone, it's always on you when you're walking about, so you don't need to worry about clipping microphones on or anything like that. You can just get your phone, film your video and upload it when you get back home. But Bill has mentioned like something from history. It's related to the war, where a mill was hit by a shell or a bomb during the war. And there's a few little things I'm going to look into to see if it's still there, basically, because it's obviously a long time ago. But if it's there, I'll get on it and have a look. But I love this with the old lamps. I don't know, I don't know if they're original. Sometimes you're not sure. When they paint them again, they look a bit more modern, but I imagine they're original lamp stands at least, and they might have had a bit of modern additions to get the electric up to the top if they do come on. I'm never around here late at night, but I can see a modern bulb. So you can't see on the video, but there is a bulb in there. But this, I imagine, is original. It's just been painted. Yeah, that's original. Solid. And it would make sense as well to line the path up to the war memorial, or from the war memorial into the park itself, with lamps. And they're only on one side, these. I don't know why, but They've obviously been planted that way just to be on this side, and there's going to be some daffodils poking up and a few other things I can see coming through in different areas of the park. And it is such a lovely park, Sefton Park. And I remember when I was coming home on leave, I used to, before I joined the army, I was running and training in Sefton Park because I was a teenager and I wasn't old enough to drive, didn't have a driving license. So Sefton Park, I used to run to the park and run around the park from where I lived in Old Swan. And then when I was coming home on leave, I used to come here. So I used to drive up, park up in Sefton Park and do whatever it was, how many laps I wanted to do around the perimeter of the park. And honestly, some days I'd come home and this is like the late 90s, early 2000s, and I'd be the only person. So I could just pull up here one day, run around like between 10, half 11, 12, stay around for 2 hours, and I'd be the only person in the park. And now it is packed. There's people running constantly, lots of people on bikes, walking dogs, everything. It's brilliant because it was just derelict, it was desolate, it was weird because it's a massive park, but it must have just suddenly become popular again to get out and do some fitness, because in the late 90s, early 2000s, maybe people were lazy, or maybe they just didn't bother running outdoors and went to gyms or something. I haven't got a clue. But now it's great to see it being used for what is a beneficial purpose. There's someone over there running. A few people have gone past me before running. I'll try and keep them off camera. Don't want them any heavy breathing. It's a family channel. So here's the War Memorial. Obelisk. And it's a large one. There are lots of them in the city, but this is a very, very, very tall example. Some of them are much shorter than this in other small parts of the city and villages. And this, although it's a bit dark and grey behind, I'll try and let you read the front here. So if you want to read, just pause the video and then you'll be able to see what it says there. But in summary, it's Samuel Smith, soldier, member of parliament, philanthropist, friend of India. And let's go round the other side, see if there's anything else. Yep, and there's a fountain there. Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again, but whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. Not working. And on the other side, as you approach, we have a person. I don't know, I think there's a statue to William Rathbone in a park somewhere. I don't know if this is something to do with that, but there's no... I'll have a little look when I get back and put a link in the video description below if I find one. But that's what you see when you walk in from the road, and then you're into the rest of the park. And we have beautiful houses all the way around the perimeter of the park. And that is the entrance, and I think that's where I was filming not long ago when I filmed Windermere Terrace. I think that's just over that side there, but I lose my bearings all the time depending on what part of the park I pop out in. So that'll do yous for the day. Thank you all very much for watching. Have yourselves a great day on Scouse Farm. We'll see you all again soon.